What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to the Ajax Liverpool post-match analysis video. And what a brilliant way for Liverpool to seal their place in the knockout stages of the Champions League. And this was a much needed win away from home, because Liverpool haven't won an away game in the Premier League so far this season in 5 attempts, and we also lost to Napoli very heavily in the Champions League. So to win in Amsterdam 3-0 is really impressive. Let me know who impressed you the most in the comments below, and also predict in the comments how far can Liverpool go in this year's Champions League. We are still European royalty, we are still one of the favorites to win the Champions League, even though Liverpool had a very rocky start to the season. And also Liverpool used a very unusual, strange formation. It was a 4-1-2-1-2 diamond formation with Mo Salah and Darwin Nunez up front, Firmino behind them, and then Fabinho sitting in front of the back four, and Henderson was on the left side of the midfield, Harvey Elliott was on the right side. And I think this formation really required width from the fullbacks. Trent Alexander-Arnold and Henry Robertson didn't bump forward, didn't go forward much in the first 30 minutes. So Liverpool couldn't really build up play, and it was very evident that this was a very new formation even to some of the most experienced Liverpool players on the pitch, because in the first 25-30 minutes Ajax dominated Liverpool and they could have gone ahead. In the second minute, Berghuis hits the post after a brilliant body feint which sent Andy Robertson to the bakery. Thankfully Berghuis hits the base of the post. If that's 1-0 Ajax, this game could have been very different. And Liverpool slowly, when they figured out the formation and when they figured out what they need to do, probably from Jurgen Klopp's instructions, the Liverpool got better and better as the half wore on. And it was an absolutely brilliant opening goal out of nothing against the run of play, because Ajax dominated the first 30-35 minutes. But Jordan Henderson with a brilliant assist with the outside of his foot after the ball bubbles all over his back, and it was lucky that Henderson retained possession. But then Salah was in the middle, wide open. How you can leave the top scorer of the Champions League, Liverpool's top scorer for the past 5 years, wide open? There was nobody next to Salah from 6-7 yards, and Salah, when he sees the unrushing goalkeeper, he just lobs it, chips it, curls it above him and around him to make it 1-0 Liverpool. And just 1 minute later, Bobby Firmino is through on goal. And Firmino is such an unselfish player. Firmino is one of the biggest unsung heroes of this Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool era, because probably 99 out of 100 strikers would shoot on goal in that position. You are in front of goal, in front of the one-on-one with the goalkeeper. I would shoot if I was playing, but Bobby Firmino passes it to Darwin Nunez, who is in an even better position because the goalkeeper is out on the other side of the goal. So it's pretty much a wide open goal, and Darwin Nunez hits the post, which is desperately unlucky. But Jurgen Klopp probably told Darwin Nunez and the whole Liverpool team, keep going, because the last 10 minutes of the first half was really good, and Liverpool came out in the second half like a house on fire. They were absolutely brilliant. After an Andy Robertson corner, Darwin Nunez with a bullet header into the bottom far corner hits the post. This time it goes in, and Darwin Nunez, that's the story of his Liverpool career. He reminds me so much of Luis Suarez, who is also a Uruguayan striker. Hopefully Darwin Nunez will become as good, as world class as Luis Suarez in his prime, because Darwin Nunez is only 23 years old. He still is settling in a new country. He's settling in at Liverpool. He doesn't even speak English. So imagine when a fully settled and fully developed Darwin Nunez will play in this Liverpool team. He will score so many goals. Mo Salah could get a rival for the top scorer awards at Liverpool. So Darwin Nunez heads in the corner, and then the move of the game, the goal of the game, and one of the best goals of the season. After, I don't know, 15, maybe 20 Liverpool passes, Mo Salah gets the ball, he drops off from the striker position into the midfield between the lines, he gets the ball, and Harvey Elliott bumps forward on the right wing in the right hand side channel, and Mo Salah picks him out with an inch perfect through ball. But then Harvey Elliott has a lot to do because the angle is tight, he's on his weaker right foot, and yet he smashes it into the roof of the net with an absolutely glorious finish. Beautiful goal by the teenager Harvey Elliott. He scores against Rangers and now he scores against Ajax. He gets 2 Champions League goals in 2 games, and Harvey Elliott is one of my favorite Liverpool players. He's one of us. He's a Liverpool fan playing in this Liverpool team. And Mo Salah was my man of the match. He got the goal, he got an assist, he could have scored even more. He had some chances in the second half. And after Liverpool scored 2 quick goals in the second half, Ajax looked shell-shocked. They were just absolutely devastated because they seriously thought after the first 25 minutes that they could beat Liverpool. And if Ajax take their chances, they could have been 2-0 up before Liverpool got used to the formation, before probably Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool assistants figured out exactly what to say to the Liverpool players at halftime. The biggest worry is that Jordan Henderson picked up a knee injury, and that is very worrying. Not because Henderson is in the best form of his life, but because we have so many injured midfielders. We have Naby Keita still out, we have Thiago still out. Thankfully, Konate could sit on the bench, and also Fabio Carvalho got some minutes, James Milner, Bajcetic made his Champions League debut, I think. Curtis Jones also came on for Darwin Nunez, and Liverpool were in a pretty comfortable position. They could rotate the team after being 3-0 up. And Napoli also smashed Rangers 3-0. So at this moment, Liverpool still have a tiny fraction of a chance to win the group, but we need to beat Napoli by a 3-0 scoreline or by 4 goals. Because if Napoli lose like 5-2 at Anfield, then head-to-head record and away goals will favor Napoli to win the group. So it's a very outside chance that Liverpool win the group. So I think Liverpool should rotate for the Liverpool-Napoli game, and we should concentrate on the Premier League because the qualification is already settled. And who knows, even if you win the group, you are not guaranteed to get an easy draw because the Champions League, some of the groups are still absolutely wide open. I mean, there is a group with Tottenham, Frankfurt, Marseille and Sporting Lisbon. 2 points separate those 4 teams going into the last game week of the Champions League season. So Liverpool with a very, very good performance. After the first 30 minutes, you have to say that Liverpool need to get used to this new formation, this new diamond formation. But I think if Liverpool get used to it, then we could have a lot of joy with this formation because we have 2 of the best fullbacks in the world. Robertson was also pretty good. He got an assist. Trent Alexander-Arnold, I thought, was much better than before. And in the first 25 minutes, the problem was that Robertson and Trent didn't really want to bump forward too much, not to leave massive gaps behind them, because that has been one of Liverpool's main problems, that we leave so many gaps behind our fullbacks that teams counterattack us so easily. But Ajax, of course, are a good side, but in the last 12 attempts, 10 times they finished 3rd in the Champions League group. And history repeats itself because I think Ajax will finish 3rd unless Rangers beat them 5-0 or something, which I can't really see happening. And Darwin Nunez gets 4 goals in 4 starts. Really impressive. And now Darwin Nunez and Mo Salah are going head to head on who finishes as the top scorer. And I think Darwin Nunez is shutting up the haters pretty brilliantly because he's scoring regularly. He's such a brilliant player and he's missing so many chances, even though he's scoring regularly. So imagine when it will click for him. He could score 2 or 3 goals in a lot of games for Liverpool in the future. So I'm really looking forward to the rest of the season. Let me know what did you think of the performance and like the video if you enjoyed it. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.